Hey guys, it's Carly here for MFT. Today I wanted to share with you some fun and super easy inking techniques to use with solid stamps, like this fabulous How to Say I Love You set. So let's start with some multicolored stamping, which just requires a little bit of really easy masking. So I'm using Post-it notes, and I'm using the Post-it note to cover up the part of the stamp I don't want inked. So in this case, I only want the L to get inked up in this orange color. You could use Post-its, you could use low-tack tape, you could use masking paper, whatever you have, whatever's handy. Just put the mask down, ink up your stamp, pull the mask off, stamp down the image, and there you go. Then you can clean your stamp and move on to the next letter. So this time I'm masking off the L and the V and the E, so just the O gets inked up. I'm going to continue the process till I get the whole word done, and my big tip for this technique is just don't forget to take your masks off, which I know sounds silly, but sometimes you can get into a groove and you forget to take them off, and then you've got a big smeary mess when you stamp down onto your project. I'm just speaking from personal experience. But other than that, it's such a fun and easy technique. This next inking technique is an easy ombre that you can do. So I've got my stamp in the same position in my MISTI, and I'm just inking it up with pink ink along the top, about 2/3 maybe. After cleaning my stamp, I'm going to grab a coral ink and apply that to the bottom. But before stamping it, I'm going to grab a blending tool and just kind of soften the lines and the edges there and then stamp it down. And then I'm just going to repeat that process until I've got the ink coverage that I'm looking for. And then you've got that great ombre look. Now my big tips for this technique are to make sure you use colors that are going to work nicely together and not make mud. And also the pigment or hybrid ink might be a little bit easier for this technique because they stay wet longer. Okay, so the last inking technique I want to share with you is an easy way to add texture. So I'm starting with the Love stamped again in pink. I wanted a little bit lighter of a color for the base layer. And then I'm taking a little piece of plastic wrap, putting it on my finger, and then using my finger with the plastic wrap on it to pick up the ink and put it back onto my Love stamp. Now in this case, I'm not creating any kind of pattern or anything with the purple that I'm putting on. It's really just kind of freeform and abstract, but you absolutely could create a pattern. You could use something besides plastic wrap. You could use a sponge. You could use your fingerprint. You could do whatever you want to kind of give texture with that second color. You can also keep repeating the process so you get something really dramatic, or you could do it just once and have it be subtle. So it's just kind of a fun thing to experiment with the different colors and different textures and see what you can come up with. For this card, I finished it with just the black and white floral because it feels like all of that fun color is just coming from the word, and I love it. And I thought I would just add that this stamp is so awesome, it looks great by itself. So it makes a really great background for a critter, or it could be a really great focal point on a card. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you were inspired to craft, and I hope to see you again here soon. Have a great day and happy crafting.